söng till hans ljúfsára söngva uns hann birtist. Svanur, svanur, segðu mér, hvert siglir þú sólin fyrr? Svanur, svanur, segðu mér, hvert siglir þú sólin fyrr? Fann sem hann skildi sig, en aldrei fékk hún svör. Lífið hinum einn, ef þekkti betri heim. Svanur, svanur, gefðu mér frelsið til að fylgja þér. Ó, svanur, svanur, gefðu mér frelsið til að fylgja þér.
Okie dokie. Hello everyone. We should be starting up real soon. Let me get my Cintiq ready. So today we are going over digital painting and prop modeling. I didn't plan on doing digital painting until like last night, but people really liked that picture I did of Ash, and some people asked me to do it, so I assumed why not. Let me turn down the music a little bit because I can tell that's too loud for me already. And we will go from there. So, for you guys that are quickly here first, what do you guys want to see first? Do you want to see prop modeling or digital painting? I'll let you decide that while I hop to the bathroom real quick. Be right back. Okie dokie, so what are we doing? Yeah, the Overwatch events was announced on the fan Discord, from what I've heard. I wish I could have joined, but I couldn't, unfortunately. But let's go on. Okay. Let's start digital painting, I guess. Let me open up a couple tabs so I can have my reference going. I spoiled a little bit of an image of what we're going to be starting to work on today in my Discord chat. But if we're going to start with the digital painting, then I have to open up these things. That account, please. Thank you. Aces. Okay. All right. Let's start digital painting. So digital painting is one of my personal favorite things. I actually like it a lot more than I do 3D modeling. but I don't get to do it as enough as I'd like. And yeah. Oh, Anora, you're gonna be blue right now. Don't worry. And Zenya, or yeah, Zentria, you're blue too. I represent all of you. Y'all good people. Okay, so let's start doodling. I started doodling a little picture last night in about like 10 minutes of Ryan, Jacoba, and myself, and we are going to bring this into a decent painting. I was gonna say Zenyatta. I'm sorry. Shush. What up, Zarb? All right, so let's get painting. I doodled this real quick. There's a lot of things wrong. Her arm's not correct. Her thigh doesn't really make sense for my character. I think Jacoba came out pretty good as a quick sketch. So I'm gonna clean this up. I'm gonna show you guys some strategies of how I draw and what we can do from there. A lot of people ask, hey, how do you do art? Especially for the drawing side. I don't have an answer for that. The answer is just a lot of time and dedication. It takes a long time to get good at drawing, but I believe anyone can draw. It just takes a lot of time and effort. So I'm going to turn this into an outline by overlaying this, not overlaying, color, not color. Multiply, not multiply. Screen. There we go. I'm gonna make this a little outline so we can start doodling on top. And we'll go from there. So let's start doodling. I've made a lot of my own brushes here. I've downloaded a lot of brushes myself. Brushes I think are quintessential to making good art, though you do not need a special brush to draw well. If you can't paint with the round brush, you're not going to be able to paint with this brush. But brushes do cool effects. I really like this brush, if I switch back to a light or a dark gray. This brush has a really cool soft effect. Oh, painting on the wrong layer. This brush has a really cool soft effect that I love drawing with. Very good for grading. What happened? Come on. Stop dying on me, computer. There we go. There's a really nice gradation effect, and you can see I actually just took a concrete wall, and I made that the texture. So we'll go from there. I'm going to do this on top of the blue, and I'm just going to start sketching, really. Fixing what I can see. Let's start, I'm going to do overlying forms real quick. What can I fix? Because her arm's a little whack. I can't really see where her hips go, so I'm going to start sketching in this better. I'm going to draw underlying forms to dictate the hips and where things should connect. That hip wasn't actually too bad. It's the knee and how it combines, I guess it didn't work. Alright, but that doesn't really work with the upper torso, so maybe I need to bring the body down more? Yeah, that looks better. That matches more with the hips. But, like that? Oh, this is hard. Rib cage. Perspective is going to be interesting here.
Such romance, it's all we ever sense and sound. Time of graceful journey.
Okay, I think most things worked otherwise for that, so let's fix the arm. So arms don't hyperextend like that. Hey Scouty, how you doing? I'm gonna be reading this chat on and off. I tend to get very focused when I draw, so I'll try my best to read everything. But we will see. So the arm is too hyperextended. It's like this right now, and that's kind of painful for arms. So I'm gonna soften it, loosen it up a bit, and add a little bit of curve there, so we can make the base shape. Okay, that's a good underline. I'm going to lighten that up significantly. I'm going to throw that under the sketch layer too so I can redraw. And we will start actually drawing now. Let's start sketching. Most of this is just going to be redrawing because I've already done some pretty clean lines for the face, but... I really like Jacqueline. I don't know if I'm gonna redraw her. I know I need some more work. Oh, that's Ryan's hand. Okay. Ryan arm. Does his arm make sense? If I... Yeah, that's about the same length. It's a little less, but it's not too bad. Yeah, I can't believe I've never met you, Fiji. Good to meet you. Oh yeah, I will 100% post this on Twitter. I don't know if I'm going to finish this up this stream, but I wanted you guys to show you the painting process at least. This is mostly going to be... You know what? I may just start painting. Yeah, I don't think I need to redo line art for this. I'll do that in my own time. Because drawing is something, but I can't really teach you guys anything about that. So let me just clean up the drawing I have. Oh, that's the painting layer. That's it.
私一人で浮かれてみたいないつまでもいつまでも
So I'll just clean up the areas that I've adjusted and want to fix.
あなたの心に空があるならそしてそれが青い空なら私一人で登ってみたいなどこまでもどこまでも
Alright, so we cuff up here for the cuffs that my character has on her arm. 笑っているだけそして私を抱きしめるだけ あなたの You'll see me undoing lines a lot. I'm never perfect with my first strokes, but hey, we'll get there.
そしてそれが涙の海なら私一人で泳いでみたいないつまでもいつまでも
I'm not a ludus. Shush! Don't speak ill of me. I'm always a weeb, yeah. You should know this by now. Alright. So if this is my upper arm, the lower arm should go... It starts about here, because my cuff links go a little lower, and then it should go to here-ish where the wrist will start. And this is mostly hidden by my legs, so I'm not even going to be clean about this. Don't need it. Wow, already. Okay, that was the first dono. It is... It's Blacky Yagyu again. 6:15. I'm back. Mwahaha. Seriously, you have some perfect timing. I've just come home from work and you were streaming. It's better than anything currently on TV. Well, thank you. I'm glad. I hope you can learn something and enjoy what I'm drawing. Thanks so much, Blacky. You're so consistent. All right. And I've conveniently hidden the hand here, but that's okay. I think it makes the pose look better, so just imply it. Show the separation of the thigh. The upper thigh will cover the lower thigh when you sit in this type of style. So just making that work. I'm probably going to fade that out when we get to the actual painting process. My gun's in a good spot. I erased my hat, but I don't like my hat. My hat's not fun to draw. It's fun to wear, but... And my knee's completely hidden by Jakuba. Technically, she's sitting on my leg, but you know what? If we just kind of like had the leg out like that instead, it works, so... Yeah, okay, that's pretty decent. Yeah, we can start painting with that. Alright, so I created a little color palette here already. So these are just color groupings based on things I think I'm going to want. Here's my skin color tones that I've created. Here's just some reddish browns, some lighter browns, more greens for darker colors, blues for my outfit, blacks, yellows. I need to actually get more yellow colors in here for Jakuba's dress. And Ryan should be able to blend between all three of these color palettes. And here's just some accent colors for greens and stuff like that I don't really feel like I had. Picking colors is very hard. It comes with time. But I know it's a very time-consuming process. And I like to have a color palette so I can just, like, click and start, like, yeah, paint. Really quick. So I'm going to start with that. So this is, I'm going to name this my color palette by, just saying, color palette. And new layer. We're just going to be painting all over this. So the first thing I like to do is before you even paint the backgrounds, or the characters, you have to have a good background. So I'm going to select the sharp brush and I'm going to make an interesting shape. Cool. Let me smooth that last shape out. Now, this is a selection. That means I can only paint in this area. For those of you who don't use Photoshop. I'm probably not going to explain too much about the fundamentals of Photoshop. I'm mostly just showing off here, I think, because Photoshop's a hard program to teach, and I don't know if I'm certified for that. Let me clean up the shape up there, too. I don't like that one. Oh, that was too noisy. Cool. And we're going to select some of these accent colors. Let's start with a nice soft greenish gray. And then we're just going to slowly paint in. Why are we playing fucking some of my favorite things? What is this song? I tried making JT lewd more, but he was too busy looting other YouTubers. That's very fair. Let him loot others. I have a personal loot artist apparently, so. Oh, Zen, you were purging me for my loot that one night, so I'll give you that. And since blue is the best color in existence, let's throw some blue on top of that. We're going to actually make this more of the shadow color, because blue is a better shadow color than most, so we'll do the blue there. Let's get some yellows by going for this off orange. Let's spruce that up at the top. Cool. I like that for now. And I'm going to create a duplicate layer where I'm just going to fill this in with a color. This is for selection purposes. I'm going to hide this layer afterwards, but if I ever want to edit the background now, I have the ability to do that. So I'm going to deselect my selection. I'm going to create a new color layer, and we're going to start painting the actual characters. Something simple like that. How weird is it knowing that someone's made lewd art based off you? Let me tell you. I've looted many. Not looted any from VR chat, but hey, drawing people is very fun. It's just very simple to loot. You just draw hips, you draw a torso, you connect with this shape, and then you draw boobs. Easy. Get that sassy hand hit. Sexy. I may Fazwin. I like digital painting a lot. If this is an outlet for that allows me to digital paint without, like, taking up some time, that's gonna be good. So the way I like to paint with the darkest colors first. So I'm gonna be very loose with this, and I'm just gonna blotch in colors that I want to see. This is actually too dark. It actually covers my line art. Okay. Let me make my line art pure black then. Hit Control U on the keyboard and open up hue saturation. We're gonna darken that to the darkest it can go so I can see it underneath. This is gonna be the darkest color of my blue shirt. Oh, my arm's not drawn here. I guess I'm gonna be having an arm like here-ish. I'll just paint that in. Ooh. That's another dono. What was sent? It's from Zen! $20! If you're gonna lewd me, tell me first. Oh, Zen, with that $20, I'll definitely lewd you. That's easy. Here, I know what Zen looks like. Zen, the beautiful. He's got this round skull. He's got this little mouth. He's got these robot eyes. He's got orbs that float around him. And he makes peace a lot. Oh, but we're looting, so... Oops. Yeah, no, I don't think I can loot stream. At least on YouTube. I've loot streamed before. Not for you guys, but under a different name, a different time. I'm gonna slowly start blotching in this blue color. That's gonna be the main color of my shirt. Trying to think of lighting. Let me actually dictate. Goodbye, Zen. Let me dictate the light source. So I want the light to be coming out this way. So we're going to be hitting like a lot of like this area, shapes like that. Those are going to be catching the light. So we're going to want them to be brighter than most of the other places. So I got to keep that in mind when drawing and dictating the lighting. So my arm is going to be a pretty hot highlight here. You like it, Zen. You know. Alright. What color are my pants? Hold on, I need to pull up a reference of myself. I think they're darker. All these are on SoundCloud, so if you have a decent SoundCloud library, this is where you get it from. I've liked a lot of random songs. A lot of foreign music, mostly Japanese, but I do have like a lot of Icelandic and French music in here as well. Yep, those are my pants, Demon. You got them. No, I don't think my pants are gray. I know they're blue, but I can't remember if they're the same blue as my top or darker. Hold on, I'm pulling up Unity. Oh, they're darker blue. There I am. That's me. Alright, so it's always good to have your reference. You'd think I would know myself by this point, but... So we're going to grab some of the darker blacks here instead of blues, just because I want variance in my coloring. Plus my pants are a little more purple in hue. I know they're just blue, but they do have more purple of a color in them, so we're going to want to represent that. So I'm just going to roughly block things in again. Extreme highlighting. There's going to be extreme highlighting on the breast here, upper top, and a little bit up here while it fades out. So we're just going to paint that in very slightly. Let's do some Jacoba. Jacoba. Let's get these Jacoba's dress going. keep things very loose. I am having Jacoba hold a pillow because I think it's cute. And this will leak into my arm a bit. We'll fix it later. This is just the under layer where I'm being pretty rough, pretty quick, but just dictating colors. Jacoba has a little yellow at the trims, so... I need Jacoba pictures. Hold on. VR chat Jacoba. Thank God y'all famous enough for me to find easy photos of you. More? Wait, where are the images? Why isn't images going up? Oh, there it is. God, why is it under more? Oh, they only got tiny Jakku. Alright. That's my little Jacoba. Okay. Yellow bell, that's good to know. No, that's the great part, Tom. If you've noticed, I've had a pure black layer on here at the beginning. The thing about color is color doesn't look good if it doesn't look good in black and white. So if your piece does not look good in black and white, your color, it doesn't matter what color it is. You can have any color you want there and it's not going to look good. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn this on and off occasionally, checking your colors and making sure things work. Because that's going to be the most important thing to making things read. So Jacoba actually doesn't cut off like this. It goes up a little bit, so let me change how I do that a bit. And we got the yellow bell, of course. Let's get her white in. Oh, I didn't pick any white colors. Interesting. Okay. We're probably going to make it a more bluish white. So we're going to go to the deeper blues and have like a meteor. I'm going to draw that. How's that in comparison to things? That works in the blues. Okay, that's fine. I try to teach digital, to approach digital painting the same way actual painters do, because I feel like the hyper clean drawings, that's not my style. I'm not a personal fan of that. It's good work, there's no denying the skill there, but I like the rough painterly look, and I'm going to try to emulate that the best I can. Wanted to make it look like I've worked with oils or acrylics. Skin in there. This is going to be our base skin color. Skin is way more red than you think. And having your skin start off... Why is it painting over the drawing? Fuck! Ah! I've been painting on my drawing layers! Well, rip this drawing. Okay. Give me a sec. File, save as 2. Well, fuck, that was almost really bad. Okay, that's, finalize that. We're gonna save this. This is good. This is troubleshooting. We're gonna close this without saving. I'm gonna open up recent. We're going to Ryan and Jacoba. That should have no drawing. Good. I'm gonna open up the new one. So this still has my fucked arm, but we're going to work with that. I'm just going to paint on top of that now. And I'm going to drag this onto that. There we go, good. Oh, nope, I dragged the black layer. I need the sketch layer, please. I didn't draw that apparently on the sketch layer. You know what, that's easy enough. I'll redraw that. Now we just got to arrow key this into position. Perfect. Okay. It's like, let me sketch. And we're gonna lock this layer. Now I don't have to worry about it. Like the Bob Ross what? I didn't ruin anything. You can't ruin art. That's the beauty of it. Alright, let's get the skins in there now. Once we get the base colors in, we can really start going into how lighting works and whatnot. But base coloring is important. You got to get your base tones underneath before you can start lighting for sure. Ryan's hands may be a little too long, so I may have to work with that. It's easy enough though. Oh, we do have some issues with the new leg. I forgot about that. Okay. You know what? We'll work with it. I'm just gonna ignore it for now. Alright, Jacob's hair is a cute yellow, so we're gonna go for this dark orange I got. Darkest colors first, always. There's an easier way to fill color. Like, I could honestly just get the lasso tool and select the areas I want to fill. But I feel like that loses a lot of the painterly look. You don't get a lot of color mixing. So I personally don't do that. Probably just waste time, honestly, but hey. It's how I work. Another dono. Hold on, let me finish Jackie's hair. It is... Wow, $20 from Jinrai. Made it just in time. Well, welcome, Jinrai. Welcome to the stream. We're digital painting today. We're also going to be doing some prop generation later. But people wanted to see digital painting, so I figured why not. I love doing it, and I don't have enough time to do it. So this is a good excuse to bring cute VR chat characters to life and make them look cute. What do you want to do now? Jacoba's socks. I believe they're black, so... Ryan. Let's get Ryan going. So I have a dark red here for Ryan's little tomato. Because tomato onesie is best, Ryan. Not that I don't love your new avatar, Ryan, but let's be real. Also, I try to make this brush act as much as an actual paintbrush would. I don't know how successful that is, but I have definitely tried. We're going to use the same hair color for me, because me and Jacoba actually have very similar hair colors, though mine is more saturated. But for sake of consistency, I may paint our hairs pretty similar to bring cohesiveness in the painting. Oh, is Trevor outie? See you, Trevor! Hey Derek, I'm doing pretty good. How are you, man? Zara, if you draw me, I'm gonna love it. I just love the amount of fan art that this community produces. It's so awesome seeing people's talents. So many radically different drawing styles. Like, Sora was one of the first few people I've seen do fan art of people from VR chat, and God, I love their work. It's so good. Okay, that's pretty decent. Let's start dictating some lighting, I think. Oh no, I need Ryan's hair. Ryan's hair is a dark pink, so this is kind of the pink. It's gonna be more muddy looking for right now, but darker color palettes start off better, I find. Hey Ash, how you doing? Yeah, I'm drawing little Ryan and Jacobo today, and me. Let's start dictating some lighting. So I tend to make my color palettes in tiers of the darkest colors to the lightest colors, or at least grouping of like, this is darker blues, and then it kind of moves on to greens and stuff like that. So let's start with the darks. Shadowing is important. I think it's going to create good forms for a lot of things. So once you start defining the shadows in a lot of these ways, it's going to help you. So I'm just going to be painting over the base colors here. I'm going to start creating more layers in a sec. I don't like painting on all in one layer, but it's good for starting out base colors. Same thing with Ryan here. Actually, is this the same color of his? No, it's a little off. It's going to be looking very similar to his hair, that's for sure. Same with Jacoba. Lighting's coming this way, so I'm going to paint the shadow this way. Well, she's going to be pretty heavily shadowed in the chin, or under the neck, because her face is pretty away from the light source. A little heavy there, but that's fine. Hands, everyone's favorite. I kind of muddied up Jacoba's other hand here. I don't know exactly its shape. I'm gonna have to define that in a bit. And my hand's gonna be mostly covered here. The second sketch is messing with me. It's gonna be a little hard. Let's go even darker for some of the pure shadow where like no light's going to be catching. That's mostly going to be under the hair and under the neck for a lot of characters. And let's get some of Ryan's darker shadows in. I don't have a really good darker red, so let me make that something like that. Yeah, that's good. Ryan's butt's gonna need a shadow. We're gonna do bounce lights and all that later, once we have more defined objects. I didn't know what that thing was until it was like already halfway over. What thing? What? Ash put up a good fight. I watched most of it, but I had to tune out towards the end. I was supposed to be on their team, but I had to bail because of school. Now let's get the skin on my actual arm.
You're just trying to
Jesus fucking Christ. Yes?
First of all, I've been around the...
I know, but I didn't see you come here.
That was weird. You're just drawing fan art of yourself, or what?
Yeah, because people liked the Ash drawing I did, so they wanted to see digital painting.
That's fair.
Yeah, so I'm doing Ryan and Jacobo and me.
I'm sorry I sneaked up on you.
Yeah.
I was standing there for a few seconds to see if you'd notice.
I didn't.
And then I assumed you did because you didn't react for a long time.
Okie dokie. Fuck you guys.
What happened?
They're just laughing at me.
Yeah, it's because you're a goon.
You're a goon. Let's start painting in some of the lighter colors here, just for basic rough-ins. What's this color? That is the light. Okay, let's get a little more yellows into this color. Whites are an interesting color to paint because they have a lot of color in them. They're not actually white. There's going to be a lot of yellows, blues, and reds to make the shade of white work better. So I'm just going to start roughing that in where some lighting would catch. We'll start lighting up the face a bit, but faces are probably where I'm going to spend a lot of time because they're the part that has to be the least painterly in order to look good, at least for the anime style, in my opinion. I do not want this song. Everything was so chill up to this. Next, please. Yeah, I fan art myself all the time. Fuck you guys. Whenever I make a D&D character, I like to draw them. It's fun. It's fun to have the ability to bring anything you want into this world. I mean, for those of you that don't know, Original Mora is not a cop. Original Mora is a D&D character I made where that's a Kensai Hexblade. She looks like this. She was an elf, and this is a painting I did. But yeah, this is a painting I did a while back. This is gonna had a lot more time put into it than I'm probably gonna do for this, but yeah. This is loud? Sorry, let me turn it down. One of my favorite fan arts I did. A VR chat, I don't have any. Ash is the only one that I've drawn so far for VR chat. I've done a lot of work on the 4chan A-Draw threads in the past, but I don't frequent there as much just because I don't have the time to draw. I mean, I still lurk a lot, but I don't paint as much as I want. Well, thank you, Zen. I feel it, Zara. That Ash drawing was the first drawing I did in 6 months, and I miss it. I miss digital painting. It's so fun. We're gonna make things more clean and not as rough in just a bit. Alright, Ryan needs a darker color for his hair. This is not a good dark color for hair, so I'm gonna make it this dark brown. And it'll work once we start putting the pink in. Or I'll make it work anyway. Save because I value my time. Let's get some darker colors for mine and Jacobo's hair. Since this is the back of the hair, this is actually going to be mostly in shadow. So I'm going to have to gradate that out a little smoother than it is, but we're going to get there. And her horns are actually going to make a pretty hard shadow, so... And now for me. Dude, fan art in yourself is one of the greatest things. It's the best. I actually hope Ryan or Jack would decide to tune in for a little bit and see that I'm working on them. I mean, they'll see it at the end. I'm gonna post this on Twitter when it's completely done. Wait, Zen, who's your little sister? Grab that for the lights. Alright. We're still in the base color phase, by the way. We're going to start cleaning this up, like, part by part, just a moment. Gradating, making sure these lines are smooth and whatnot. Really going to give this a hard light here because it's directly next to the light source. Oh, Ash? I don't lewd Ash. I've definitely touched her, but I never would lewd. Let's get Ryan's pink. What's Ryan's hair color? VRC Ryan. I know it's a deep purplish pink. Okay, this is what I got when searching up VRC Ryan. I think this is incorrect. So let's add a chat to that. That's good. We're gonna do one of my favorite things now of stealing colors. Oh hey! Hey Jacoba! First off, why is your name not blue on my stream, Jacoba? Second, this is what you're gonna get in a bit. And we're gonna steal this color. And we're gonna add it to my collection of color palette. Where's my color palette? I'm gonna bring my color palette to the top over the sketch. And we're gonna add that, like, right there. Yeah, see, that's pretty close to that color, actually. Is this the drawing? Yeah. But does it match our color scheme? Let's find out. It's good enough for now. As I said, I'm gonna make it work. My roommates are into VR, but they don't own a VR headset themselves, and obviously I do not relinquish my rights. I need my VR. So we don't ever get to play at the same time. Let them play on my console when I'm not using it, but they don't like VR chat. They don't see it as a game, which I don't blame them. It's not really a game. It's a chatting platform, but it's still fun. Jacoba, send me a photo of your dress. I can only find so much, but I need a full body. Please and thank you. Because I don't know where the yellow goes. I know we have yellow up here, and there's like dots going down, I'm pretty sure. But thank you. What do we want to work on here? Let's define... What's your Jacoba more since she's here? Jacoba has light blue eyes, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, you know what? Let's move into polish layers. I'm gonna get off the base color layer here. Let me make a folder that's gonna hold all this so it can be organized. We're going to be very hard edged with these colors because I may use why am I talking with my Mora accent? We're going to be a lot more hard edged with these colors, just so I can maybe select these when I need them, so we can do an outline. Okay. Oh, Jacoba's socks are white? Okay. Thank you, Jacoba. Oh, that's... you do have a lot of ornamentation on your dress. Okay. And they are light blue. Cool. Alright, so let's get that light blue going. I'm gonna start with the darkest dark, so the black of the eye. So she doesn't actually have too much black of the eye in her drawing, or in her characters, so we're going to do just a dark outline around it, because you do need some black in the eye, otherwise it looks a little ghostly. So this outline's going to help bring life into Jacoba. Not that she's dead inside or anything, but hey. And we're going to actually use this color to draw the eyelashes as well. I'm going to be really rough with these, because eyelashes are better looking if they're painted roughly, in my opinion. And we're going to gradate this slightly from the top. So there's a little shadow under the eye. Suddenly appear anytime you are near. Okie dokie. Alright, I need to edit my video. See you around, Zen. Thank you for tuning in for as long as you did. Have a good one. Alright, so Jacoba's eyes are very light blue. So we're going to start off. They do need an iris. So the iris is the center part here that's usually black for a lot of characters, but she doesn't have that. So I need to dictate with a darker blue first. So I'm going to grab... Oh, that is the color I have. What's this color? Is that the base color already? No, it is not. Good. So I'm going to draw in her iris. And while it may be lighter, the part underneath is going to be even more so. So that's going to balance out. We're going to pull this down to create a little halo ring. I'm going to take the dark color again and blend that back in. And now we're going to grab the light colors. This is a little desaturated for what I want, so I'm going to add a little more color into the eye by adding more blue. Also, the iris will always have a ring underneath it. Doesn't matter if it's real or anime looking. It just that's how eyes work, so it's gonna look more natural that way. Suddenly appear. I was a little heavy-handed, so I'm gonna bring this down with the base color more. Now the fun part with eyes is you can just throw random ass colors in there, and they will start looking pretty decent. I'm gonna actually just make this entire thing a lighter blue down here, leaving enough room for the ring. And I'm gonna throw in like let's just grab random colors. I'm gonna grab this green. It's a little muddy for the eye, but that's okay. Good thing that was a dono. That is $20 from Ash. The choice of music pleases me. Thank you, Ash. I'm glad. This is my soundtrack, or a SoundCloud liked tracks. I listen to this a lot when I work. Let's throw in a little red in her eye. That way we can get the colors from Ryan's Red Tomato over in Jacoba, have a little bit of color blend in the piece, and that's going to be very important. We're going to use this as a rim color back here. And we'll slowly gradate that in. Most of these colors will be blushed away and blended better in a bit. Actually, I don't like that center one at all. I'm going to undo that. There we go. Let's get a nice, really bright blue in here. It's probably going to be some of the most saturated parts is the eye, because we want to draw the eye to the eyes. That's still red. There we go. Sorry I missed out on the first part of the stream. Oh, that's awesome work. Oh, thank you, Proximity. Thanks for tuning in. Hey, Mitchie D, how you doing? No, I feel it, dude. Just come in whenever you want. That's fine. I don't... Whenever you can. That's always the fun part. I'm actually going to just pull Jacob's picture in here so I can direct rip some colors. Copy... Oh, I gotta open the original, I guess? Yep, links are spoopy, but I'm gonna take this. Thank you, Discord. Let's grab this darker blue here. That's what I'm missing. It's not this... The green's throwing me off. We're gonna go back to the eye layer. I'm gonna make sure I don't undo past it, so I'm just gonna draw a little X real quick. Alright, it's decent enough. And I'm missing that bright neon that's here, that's why. This is the neon we need. You can see how rough my drawings really are when we get really close, like... There we go. And finally, last but not least, we need eye whites. I'm going to create another layer underneath that. I'm actually going to paint the eyes eye white. I don't know how else better to describe that. So we actually want that to be pretty close to the skin. So I'm going to grab the skin color and lighten that up and then make it a little more red. Because eyes are actually surprisingly red. They're not as white as you think. A lot of people do pure white eyes, and that is not what you're looking for here. I'll do the same thing over here already since we're already there. And we're gonna grab probably just the base skin color for the shadow of the eye for right now. There we go. There's one eye down. See, that looks pretty good. Has a lot of detail and interest from a distance. But I don't like working on multiple things at once, so I'm gonna move on from the eyes. I'll get the other eye in a bit. Eye one. Eye white. Just organizing myself so I'm better suited later. Oh, no problem, Zard. I'm glad they can help you. Like, that's the entire point of them. She's very kawaii, as the kids would say. Okay, let's do some of the hair, because I like hair a lot. I'm going to take the darkest color we have here of the shadow, and I'm going to actually paint each individual strand, because I think this creates a very good look. So I'm going to hyper define. I'm on a new layer, right? Good. I'm going to paint solid colors each strand of hair. The darkest color we have. Then we're going to go to our lighter and really gradate this out. So the light source is up here, even though this is blocked by the horn. I'm going to cheat some colors in here because we need that visual interest. I'm going to do the same thing with each and every other strand, though a lot of these are going to be lighter than others. There we go. And see, the strokey effect adds like other strands of hair, which is what I like from this method. We're going to cheat in a small highlight here, even though that wouldn't realistically happen. So this seems like it's 2 strands, so I'm going to do 2 individual paintings. This was my hair color. I'm just going to bring this up here real quick so I don't have to keep going down. Paint that on the side. Same thing with this color. And we'll just keep repeating. Alright, I'm going to go heavy-handed over these last couple strands because these are going to be way close to the light source. Oh, look at that. It's looking way better right now. We'll get the lighter lights in there in just a moment. My best Bob Ross impression. Oh, man. I'm just going to paint happy little strands of hair, bit by bit. If we make a mistake, you know what? We just paint over it. Except, you know what? We're in the digital age. We have the undo function. I believe even Bob Ross would be a part of the undo function. He would accept it. God, if I tried to do a challenge where I disabled the undo function, I don't know if I could do art. I'm actually going to go really heavy-handed here. This didn't seem light enough to me yet. Cool. I'm going to fill this just up with dark underneath the horn. You know what? We should just paint the horns. Let me paint the horns in real quick. The horns are actually surprisingly red, so I'm going to grab this base color as the darkest dark. See you, Brandon. Thanks for tuning in, man. I created a new layer for this, right? Okay. God, I can never remember. And we're gonna get the yellows of the horns in just a bit. And let's lighten these up a bit. I'm gonna jump straight into the lightest color here. Sleep is weed. No! Sleep is necessary. Sloth, you should really go to sleep. So the lighting of the horns is interesting. Since the light's coming this way, it's going to hit the top, and it's going to be shadow underneath here, and then lit up again here, and then also shadow here. But there's going to be a harsh rim light here as well, since it's the edge. So, interesting lighting we're going to have to paint in here. And honestly, in order just to be a good painter, you don't even have to have good color knowledge. You just have to know lighting. Lighting is the most important thing to make drawings look good. Hey, Cockroach, how you doing? Welcome to the stream, man. Persona is one of my favorite series of all time. I love it with a passion. I haven't beat 5 yet, and I really want to, but time's been consuming of me. Alright. That's a good rough-in for the horns. Alright, that's not how you spell horns, but that's fine. Hair. Cool. Let's go back to the hair. I want to finish that up. I also turn my canvas weirdly a lot because my strokes work best in this formation. Since I'm drawing on a tablet, my right hand just does that better. So I will be going at weird angles sometimes to get angles of specific hair strands, specific stroke patterns I want to do. I'm just going to paint the rest of the hair this dark color now because I know what I'm doing. And if I ever want to check, I can look underneath here and do the lighting. I've already blocked in a little bit. Light color. There we go. Sorry if I get quiet a lot during this. I don't really know how to do digital painting things. I usually just draw and listen to music. At least with modeling, there's like a step-by-step thing. This is just kind of going off of what I feel at the moment. Yeah, no, I'm playing 5 on the hardest difficulty for Persona. And I swear to God, that's a mistake. I'm going to turn it off soon. I just, 4 only lasted me 120 hours. I want 5 to last me 240 hours. Well, let me tell you, how many times it took me to beat fucking Kamoshida in the first one. I don't think I have enough time to beat Persona 5. So I'm probably going to switch that to normal and just get story playthrough. We want the shadow next to the face to be the darkest it can be to really show the separation of forms from the face and the hair. And we're going to just let these kind of peter out into their darker colors. I'm going to paint in some just pure color strands here occasionally. That's a key thing for anime style characters, is you want to show as much realistic form where you can while still holding to the style. And that's the hard part. Next part is the lights. I'm going to erase these now because I don't need them. I got the basis colors of the hair, and I can just pick from the main hair now. Is the pure lights. These are going to be very much lighter in comparison. And this is going to be what's known as the halo of the hair. So hair will always, I'm just going to paint this in roughly, always have like this halo that goes through it like that. And all characters need that. So I'm gonna do that into Jacoba's hair to make sure it reads as lifelike. The light source, it's always gonna be dictated by the light source. So the light source is coming down in like, you can just imagine that all of these are going parallel. So hers is gonna be more like a swoop this way. It's gonna have an upper edge. So it's probably gonna die off near the horn here, but it will pick up a little bit past the horn. These last couple strands were too high, so I'm going to bring them down. And then this is going to peek around the corner here as we make a larger brush here and just blend that in a bit more. Softer colors. Yeah, something like that works really nice. Oh, is Ryan here? Hey Ryan, how you doing? Look it's you. We're gonna get to you in a bit though. I hope you weren't. Oh, Ryan's been in here for a while. Oh shit. Hey Ryan. God, I don't look at my chat enough. I need Corey here to read messages for me. But this is also just going to be the lighter color, so I'm going to dictate like the hard highlights here in the corner. Same underneath here. I'm going to draw, this is what's called as a rim light. It's where light's going to catch at the very edges of things to define the forms. Often, you'll see this a lot in movies. It's part of the 3-point lighting setup if you want to look into that. It's very key to making good paintings. And there's, of course, going to be a hard highlight up here for the rim. And we're going to smooth it out towards the top. I'm sorry, Ryan. I get so into drawing. Alright, let's move on to Tomato, since Tomato's here. Tomato onesie's the best, so I'm going to be doing the Tomato onesie over your new one. No, I love your new model, Ryan, but Tomato onesie, it's classic. So similar to the hair, just to get a good gradation, I'm going to paint the hardest, darkest colors in. This doesn't really separate though, so this is going to be like by an as-needed basis for where I start dictating highlights and where I stop highlighting things. I'm going to paint over the green here for a second, just because I'm going to redo that. Let's grab the base color. Slowly grade it out. So the light source is going to come here. Form-wise, my head is going to be like this, with the planes that the faces form. So the light's going to hit all this, and it's going to be shadow over on this side. And since this is going to be really shadow, so Ryan's face is over here, so I'm not sure how much of the light color is going to be there. So I'm just going to lightly, oh, too much. I'm going to lightly put it in, and where I know for sure the light's going to catch is like up near this part. We can go pretty heavy. And we'll grade it, smooth that out. Actually, let me get the dark colors down here first. Now, since Ryan's shirt and onesie is just a mono color, making it read with correct coloring is going to be interesting. We are going to try to incorporate more colors into. Well, thank you, Ryan. I'm glad you like it. I love digital painting. I don't have as much time to do it as I want, so this is a nice little outlet. Since people actually decided to tune into my art streams, I figured this is a good outlet, and people wanted to learn about it, so let's do it. But we're going to incorporate more colors into this, more than you would normally expect in red, like purple. We don't have too many purples besides off-white purples, or sorry, washed-out purples, so I'm going to go grab this dark red. We're going to bump this up into the purplish range, and I'm going to desaturate it. Desaturating this is important, otherwise it's going to look very vibrant and out of place. We can throw this in at the darkest colors here, where the light is definitely not going to catch, and we're going to blend it in a bit more later. Even this is still too saturated. I'm going to tone this down even more. And we're going to paint over it, so I'm not super worried, but like, we can get a nice little shadow color here in the back. My goal is to draw everyone from VR chat one of these days, but we'll see. Time's tight. Finishing up university and stuff like that. Oh, I'm painting this in the same layer as Ryan or Jacoba's hair. Oopsie. Oh well. As long as things separated. See you, Patrick. Thanks for tuning in, man. We're gonna bring that purple out here at the bottom a lot more. What's funny is a lot of tutorials that will teach you how to draw, like paint in this style where you have like colors you wouldn't imagine, start you off doing an apple. And this is kind of the color scheme that they tell you to do. I'm curious if I can find that. Hold on. I know a tutorial I looked at a long time ago to get this effect. I can't find a specific one I was looking at, but this one does it. I think this is an actual painting, but you can see how you start incorporating some purples into this to get that color. I'm also going to throw in some green, since we have a little bit of green at the stem of Ryan's tomato onesie. Kakaretta, a lot of people like to try to kill me. They just will eventually learn to not. Maybe, one of these days. I'm hoping this gives me some kudo points with Ryan, so maybe I don't get stabbed as much. But you know what? Bit by bit. I understand this. I need to get stabbed here and there. Everyone does. Let's highlight Ryan's butt with this shadow. And we're going to really define the separation of forms by going with a really hard line here. This is actually not dark enough. I'm going to go to our dark red here to really separate Ryan's body from my shape. Yeah, no, I just have a hole in my stomach now that prevents me from getting hurt there. It just goes right through at this point. Alright, now let's get that light color in. I believe that was his hair color. What was his light color? Was this it? Nope. Did I make the light color? I think I made the light color. Okay. I'll make it again. So the light's gonna really catch the rim of his hoodie. here. And we're gonna just lightly gradate that out a little bit here into the main form. Just show a little bit of separation, and then get more hard edge there when it gets to these shadows. I'm gonna erase the part that got to the hair. And we're gonna bring that rim all the way around, even the part that's tucked back here, even though that doesn't logically work with the shadows, but that's okay. Ryan's hair is too light. The darkest dark is not dark enough, so we're gonna add some more dark colors there. Ryan's hair is proving to be a challenge. Let's do this. And since I've already shown you the block in, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna paint the strands individually like we already have with this dark color, because I know this one will work. It's very similar to the, I actually think it's the same color we used for the darkest tomato color. So that's okay. We'll make this work. So I'm going to block that in as the darkest. This is a direct color rip from his model. Or at least in the lighting he was in. And let's get the dark. And that dark is actually going to be our medium color. There we go. Could I be a mod? Ryan, why are you not a mod? I'm sorry, yeah, no, you are 100% a mod. Now you can spam as much as you want. Also, Kakaretta, why are you not a mod? Oh my god. You know what? Hold on. I'm gonna go mod the people that I know I've been meaning to give mod to. Scrolling up. There you are. You haven't talked in a bit. Alright, I think that's it for everyone that's here right now. Kakaretta, Michi D, and Bouncy. They're now mods. Congratulations. Ryan has the pure and sole ability to spam as many tomatoes as he wants. He is the tomato and has that privilege. Oh yeah, that's definitely gonna work. And then watch, once we throw this light color in, this is gonna really bring out his hair color. There we go. We're gonna have to separate the colors a little bit from his tomato onesie. But that's good. I'll show you how to do that with purples and blues. Kakaretta. I'm VIPD, yeah. One of the founding members. Live and die by the color blue. And I take that saying very literally. I die many, many times for being blue. Go. And in this phase is usually when I define a lot of the shapes, make them solidified like I did for the hair here. Make sure they're the exact shape I want. Let's start lighting them up. Hey, you know what? I just gave it to you, no fight. Look at those quick strokes, defining good shapes. Damn. That came out way better than I intended. Now we're gonna really define with the light color here. I have to use this sparingly because keeping a color separation from the hoodie onesie and the hair is going to be interesting. Because we still have to do the hair highlight and halo that we have here without just doing the natural lighting progression. The hair highlight is actually grease that's in the hair. That creates it, very much like exemplifying the lighting of the area. Don't worry, we all have that. Greasy hair is important and needed in life. If you don't have grease in your hair, you're gonna have really dry hair. Dry hair is not good. That's how you get dandruff. Hakarin. Hi. Hachimaru. Bouncy, you ban people, we're gonna have some issues. I had to do it since you were here. I don't think I've ever done it to you. Ryan, if you ever decide to speak for VR chat, I really hope that's your opening line to everyone. How to good art? Easy. You take brush, you stroke, and then boom, art is done. Alright, let's get that highlight color. So I'm actually going to make the highlight more yellow. And I know that may sound weird, and it is. But it's okay. How does the skin color look, actually? Yeah! Yeah, the skin color is what I'm looking for here. Yellow and red just works together, so this can be... I did those best strokes bad. Hold up. They work, but I'm not a big fan of the color. I'm gonna undo that a bit. I want to get rid of the hard highlights we have there, so I don't have to redo it. Ah, shit, we're out of undos. Photoshop! Alright. We'll add bases in, and then I'll move on. His halo's a little different, because it goes under the hood, but I need to tone this down. This was way too hot. There you go. Alright, that's good for now. Also, yeah, fucking Aurora, boom. You now have blue name. Congratulations. What is this fucking song? I don't like this. This person's just yelling at me. If my entire chat is blue, everyone can speak. I don't know, I'm just giving it to people that I've talked to a lot and I feel like I can trust. And obviously I trust you, Aurora. I've played with you a long fucking time. can't tell if this is my hair or his hair. I actually just don't like that at all there. I'm probably just going to remove that. Alright. Let's define Ryan's face a little bit more since we've done that for everyone else but him. Yeah, but I talk to you like every day in the the chat we can't talk about all the time, Anori. Why am I a mod, by the way? Because I trust you, Bouncy. We talk all the time on Twitter. Y'all don't really have to do mod things. I'm just giving that to people that I feel I can trust, that if something comes up, sure, maybe you have control to do something if I don't notice it. Because you see how minimal I look at the chat, unfortunately, while I'm doing things like this. Is this underneath? Okay, that's what we gotta do. We're gonna put that underneath the hair layer so I can just paint underneath it without care. Yeah. Kasiri, I've talked to you and played with you a lot. Everyone, come on. Come on. Alright, so his face shadow is going to be weird. I may not do it realistically, because realistically, his lighting would be like this. And then just like gradate it out. That actually doesn't look too bad. Yeah, actually, you know what? I'm going to try to work with that. What did Zarb say? The blue names don't mean anything, it just means we're better than people without blue names. Jesus, Zarb. Fucking brutal. Is it an issue if my entire chat is blue names, practically? All around me are lawns with blue faces, going places. This light color did not work. I'm just gonna undo that. Yeah, his lighting's gonna be interesting. Ah, fuck, I'm out of undos. Alright, we'll worry about that later then. Ryan's feces should be showing here. But you know that means we have so many people you can trust. That's true. You have black socks? Not in your onesie. Do you? Ryan, can you send me a photo of you? Like, do you have a photo of your full body? Thank you. Also, his feet are way too short. His feet should be like down here. see. Next song, please. Okie dokie. Where did I paint all these arrows? Was that on the hair layer? Yeah, okay. Excuse me. Yeah, this is gonna take a lot longer than the Ash one just because there's 3 characters. Thank you, Ryan. Oh, you do have blue or black socks. Wow, I'm a little goob. Okay, hold up. Let me fix this. It's not the hair layer. What is this? Is this Ryan? Oh, I opened up layer styles. That's why it's not working. A question: when you're drawing or creating things, is it better to wear pants or not? I am currently in my underwear. If that answers your question. No, Jack was fine. Don't worry about her dead eye. We're gonna get there. Alright, let's actually draw Ryan's things in good. So his legs. This is the start of his hips, so that should go there. That's gonna be his knee. I'm gonna dictate with that. And his leg will go out like that. Okay, that should be something like that. A cute little ocarina. His feet's too big, but you know what? It's hidden. Oh, whoa. Whoopsie. There we go. That's like actual foot size, but it's hide behind my leg anyway, so... hidden, rather. And we're going to... make sure the cut off at the ankles is shown. Even though it's going to be behind my gun. It's okay. And Ryan has little black socks. Okay, and we'll blend that in a lot better once we get there. I need to see what my gun looks like first and foremost before we even start dictating final colors down for his leg. Because most of that's hidden anyway. That's that's laughably short. Hold on. There we go. That's a more proper length. Yeah, she's been battle scarred, don't you know? Jacoba's got that that sick Reinhardt scar going down her eye. Her eye's nearly completely white out on that side. Are people roasted in my chat? Damn it, I missed it. All I saw is the scar. You know what? Nope, it's too late. That's the one that has it. It's the left eye. Don't you know? I'm pretty sure I know of Jacoba's battle scars. Alright, where was I painting? I was painting on this one, right? Yeah. Alright, we're gonna paint that in just rough for right now. Because I need to paint in other forms first. Alright, let's move on to detailing my shirt a little bit so I can get hard edge forms there. This is going to be mostly Ryan's onesie. Yeah, this is Reinhardt's daughter. We just got Torbjorn's daughter, so Reinhardt's daughter is coming next. She too suffered the same eye injury at birth. Did you hit 4K on Twitter, Jacobo? Congrats, man. What is that? I don't like that. Go away. Is that the onesie? What's that on? Oh no. There it is. No, I'm gonna leave those. I may need the hair colors later. And 20's our new layer, right? Yeah. Reinhardt. Alright, let's define my shirt. Similarly how I did the hair, I'm going to do each individual form. So I'm going to start off, since the breast is the main part of my jacket that's showing, or my shirt that's showing, we're going to start with that, move into how it connects to the arm. I'm going to paint over Ryan's little fingies right now. Alright, and God, is my sketch still on top? Why is this... Okay, the breast should be... I'm gonna do a little bit of a lighter color here. The brush should go like this. And connect up slightly. Nope, that's still too steep. You know what? Freehand it. Fuck it. I don't need lines. Start with the base color of my jacket, or my shirt. God, I can't speak today. I'm going to outline curve that. So the breast is going to be caught by the light coming at this angle. So we're going to want to really respect the rounded nature of it. So keeping with the spherical forms that it should have, the lighting's only going to appear pretty much in this quadrant of that sphere. So we're going to try to respect that by adding a little more dynamics to that. And I'm gonna go a little heavy-handed and knock it back with the dark color here. I think that makes a better gradation. There we go. Yeah. And we're also gonna have bounce light underneath the bottom. Push that color down a bit. I'm gonna break the rules of what I just said there, because first off, the breast is way too large. The line should be like there-ish. So let's get that dark back in underneath that. And this is going to go up into the shoulder bone. So the shoulder bone is going to, the clavicle is like here-ish. So we're going to want to catch the light going down from that. And gradate that down slightly. See you, Fazwood. Thanks for tuning in, man. Ryan copied a few. Ryan's just clinging on because he's tired. And since we have a shirt on and it's just not like a nude breast, there is going to be overlap in the light colors here, showing where cloth folds are. This is a hard thing to draw, if I'm honest. So bear with me as I try to get these forms looking right. Something like that, I don't know. Zarb, what? Oh, no, that looks awful. Oh, I hate that. It's good to look at chat, apparently. It helps my drawing assessment. So since this is near the lightest light, or the highlight of the light source, we're gonna just gradate that out slightly. Make that softer. Oh, fuck. I fucked this up bad. Hold up. Shirts are so fucking hard. I'm gonna go look at reference in a sec. And stop trying to do this from memory. Alright, I'm gonna make my breasts a little smaller there. That's not accurate. There we go. God, I'm not happy at all with what I've done right now. It's so pressed on one side. Okay, you know what? Restart. Never be afraid to throw away what you just did. Also, where's my goddamn sketch? Why can't I... Oh, I turned the sketch off. No wonder I can't see it. Okay. Let's start off a little more dynamic. I'm looking at reference. Woman, dress, shirt. Also, when you're looking at reference, always look at actual people reference. Don't look at other art. Artists and interpretations of what they're drawing can be radically different from what it actually looks like. So make sure that, because you've seen how many I've done. You know what? I'm going to delete. Check the scar. Hold on. Alright, so we're going to do a little bit of a different approach. I'm going to do the wave approach, where this entire upper part is lit. The lower part is not. Save the slight highlight we have of the first, or her left breast curving up a little more. Something like that. Still looks pressed. You know what, maybe if I start defining threads, we can make it look a little bit more, because I have a curvature going down my shirt, showing the seams of the clothes. That's not too bad. If I really figure out where I want the curve, though, that can help define the shape better. Kind of abandoned the wave method. Oh. This is hard. Yeah, something like that's fine. Okay, we'll move on. I don't need to draw the chest for fucking 40 minutes. Am I drawing on the sketch? Oh no. Why can't I see the sketch? Oh, because it's the underlying sketch. I got scared. Oh man, if I painted on the sketch again, I was going to be very sad. Galaxy's Moon, I made a fan art for you, and it kind of looks like you. Awesome, man! Post that to me on Twitter, or DM it to me on my Discord. He's gonna ice you a biddy. What the fuck are you guys talking about? What the fuck are you... Okay, I looked at the chat for too... Or I looked away from the chat for too long, apparently. And let's get that lighter color in here. This is probably too light in comparison, so I'm gonna just... That's a good color. There we go. Go. Good highlighting. The shirt looks a little wet. It's not my intent. Alright, see you, Tom. Thanks for tuning in, man. Alright, let me define my arm a bit more here. Go. Alright. So, what are you guys feeling? I usually only stream for about like another hour more. Do you guys still want me to continue to digital paint, or do you want to move on to prop modeling? I'm gonna let you guys decide. Because I can just focus on this, or I can hop over and switch gears if you guys want. I don't know. That's fair. I know you're in favor of prop modeling, ZXC. You know what? How about... Here we go. I'm gonna switch over to prop modeling because I promised people that. But I may continue to stream this later tonight. I know that kind of kills it for your Europeans. I'm sorry about that. But just for funs and giggles, because I love digital painting. But I did promise people some prop modeling today, so we'll switch over to that. Alright, see you, Sayuri. Have a good one. I know it's already really late for you guys. It's like, what? God, it's almost 12 for you? Mostly? Mostly for you? It's almost midnight? Maybe 1? Alright, let me switch gears here a second. Thank you, Trevor. Well, now we're switching over to prop modeling. But, I just wanted to give people a little intro to this, and I'll start doodling this in my own time. Alright, yeah, y'all go get educated. I know this is... Finding a weird stream time to hit European and US audience is interesting, so I don't know if it's the best time, but 1's the best I got for right now. So let's switch over to prop modeling. So for those of you who haven't heard, I'm working on a casino with my good old friend Zeexy over here. So I'm going to show you some of the casino props we're going to be making. I will show you a little preview of what we're working on. Let me show you the first image. This was the last thing we worked on last night, and I think it's probably one of our biggest successes. He's my favorite boy, and we have a shark currently in our casino, and this was our reference images. Alright, hold on. Come on, Maya. Pop over to the Cintiq. Actually, you know what? I'm going to switch up everything. Here, I'm going to go into... Oh, hold on. Maya's dying. Hold on. I'm going to switch to stream starting soon in just a second, just so I can switch my desktops up. 1 sec. Be right back. Okie dokie. Well, maybe. Wait, hold on. Why is it black? Uh-oh. Oh, it's because it's game capture. Okay, hold on. I'm going to duplicate this. Give me a sec. Duplicate. This one's my games. Overwatch 1. And this one is the one we're on. And we're going to delete game capture. There we go. Show my desktop. Please. Oh, no. Oh, no. Turn on. There we go. Got it. Woo! Alright. I'm good at what I do. I know what I'm doing. No. We just fixed it. Sorry. But yeah, we've been working on the casino pretty heavily. This was one of the last things I created for the casino. We were working on the bar. That's gonna be working on. So I'll show you how to do this. I haven't unwrapped these. So the main purpose for this is to show you how easy unwrapping can be. So I'm gonna hop in on that. Let me close down a lot of my tabs I have open right now so I can navigate things easier. Alright, so I told ZXC to hold that file at some point. There it is. Yeah, got it. Show in folder. Boom. Load. Fuck you. Load. Yeah, there we go. Yep, I am working on a casino. We're gonna be gambling. If you guys have seen my Jabami Yumeko avatar, that's the reason why. Is I'm working on go away, Mora. Come back, Jabami. I'm working on this for the casino because I think she looks like a dealer. Because, you know, she likes to gamble from her show. So... well, thank you, Koromo. So, yeah, let's move on to prop modeling. So, I modeled all these the other day. I'm going to have to unwrap all of these as I've done nothing yet. I'm going to start from the basics. The basic you can get. This block. This is just a square. And I'm going to hide everything else by hitting this button. This is really simple to unwrap. All I'm going to do is go to UV, automatic, and it's going to lay it out perfectly for me. Wonderful. Boom. Look at that. But, oh no, we do have one slight issue. Things aren't sewn together. But we want things to be connected, so things seem better. But you can see that these edges connect together, so all we're going to do is going to select the edges that seam together. We're going to hit this button, which sews them and moves them. Cool. I'm going to move the shells that didn't get sewn together, so they're separated again. And let's connect these ones. Those look like they connect. Boom. Done. I'm going to select that one. I'm going to select that one. Boom. Done. We unwrapped it, guys. Are you ready to texture it? Because it's ready to be textured. So we're just going to leave that right there. I'm going to move it to the sides because we're going to need to space it out on the sheet. But yeah. Oh, did you, Ryan? Interesting. I didn't know you went to school for that kind of things. But yeah, I'm currently finishing up my degree in Bachelor of Fine Art in Digital Art and Animation, so I can go be a good game artist. And we'll go from there. I have a month and a half left? Yeah. But now this is a little more complex, but we're going to get to that next. We're going to move on to this stool. I actually need to modify this stool real quick, because we decided that it'd be really cool if they didn't have an actual body. Since our casino is old-timey... Oh, let me pull up a photo of what we got so far. Our casino is old-timey, and yet at the same time, we're trying to make it feel futuristic. Where's a decent photo that has, like, everything? Here we go. This is the quick, this is a quick picture we have of it so far. This is us just testing props and whatnot, but we want this sci-fi and yet still, like, it's a cyberpunky, old-timey mixture of things. So we decided instead of having an actual stool, it'd be way cooler if this just had a base. So when we delete this, so when we delete this, we can just make it, we can make it float. So it has like these particles that make it show it that it's hovering. And that way we can have it so the seats are adjustable for short players. And that way they can, you know, participate. So we're going to sew these together. Since I made this even, it's very simple to just do bridge meshes. So we're just going to bridge that, and then we're going to bridge these. Boom. Done. Oh, I hit extrude. Bridge. Oh, that didn't work. Why didn't that work? What? Oh, I see what happened. Okay. We're going to select this edge. We're going to do them one at a time. Connect. There we go. And connect. Bridged. We are good. So to add a little bit more visual interest, I'm going to extrude these faces we just made to add a little bit more shape play to the model. Mesh tools, instant edge loop. I'm going to hit one here, here, and here. I'm going to select this loop. I'm going to extrude, pull it out. And then we're going to shrink it in on the y-axis, and then probably pull it in. That's a little too much. And I want to select this one and just bring it in. Oh, did that not select the full thing? Why? It's a perfect edge loop. It should be anyway. And we'll shrink that in to make it curvy. There we go. Nice. Since we have more room, I'm probably going to do an edge loop at the edge here too, or the end here. we're going to extrude those out and lift it up. So there's a little more shape there. Yeah. What? You know, I find amazing what you find fire under the surface when it comes to people see watching TV and videos. Yeah, man. Making games is not easy. Oh, what the fuck happened here? What the? What? Okay, you know what? I'm gonna select this edge loop. And I'm gonna flatten that out so it's even. I don't know what happened there. Bring that down a bit. Yeah, exactly. We want to make sure that short people with shorter avatars like Ryan and Jacklu can just as easily play any of our games that we're working on without having to designate a specific short player area and basically segregate them. So, yeah. So let's work on this stool here. We're gonna do a more advanced thing. This is very similar to the one we just did, but it's a little different. Just because it has more edge loops. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it by face-by-face basis here. I want to just do the top and the bottom. So I'm going to select this edge loop, which is going to select all the edges around. I'm going to select these 8 faces on top. I'm going to look at the top of this. I'm going to go to UV, and I'm going to get camera-based. So this is going to grab the UVs from that look. I'm going to click this button here, which is my unfold button. And I'm going to press it, and it's going to unfold it out. Not the shape I was imagining, but you know what? That's fine. If I go back to face and I hit shift and drag select, it's going to select the faces on the bottom instead. So now I'm going to flip to a bottom view. I know this is hard to see, but it's going to work. I'm going to go to camera based and it's going to bring that one over there. Now we flatten that one out and boom, we are done unwrapping this. This is a perfect texture ready to go. So I'm going to put these together and I'm going to just push them off to the side like we did for the last one. Now it's time to do this one. So how do we do this one? This is an advanced cylinder. So we're going to use cylindrical mapping. So I'm going to go UV cylindrical. It's going to bring up some fancy... Oh. Nope. Sorry. Selected the bottom of the chair still. I'm going to go to object mode, select this. And now I'm going to go to UV cylindrical. And it's going to do its best it can with that. So the only thing is they're like, oh, what's this weird line? That didn't work out. That's the top of the face here. So I'm going to hit 1, 2, 3, and then take the cap as well because I think it's going to be better. UV, camera based. Boom, done. We got the top now. So I'm going to select this shell. I'm going to go to smooth, and we're going to smooth it out. Perfect. Now I'm going to select this shell, and then I'm going to smooth it. Done. We're done unwrapping. It can go really quick, honestly. These things don't have to be perfect, especially if you're doing things in Substance Painter. So, yeah. Oh shit, it's Kuro. Guess what? That's another blue name. Alright. So, now we've unwrapped the chair. So that's 3 objects we've unwrapped right now. We've unwrapped the stool top, the stool bottom, and the shelf. And you can see everything's all stored up here, ready to go. I'm going to go to Edit, Delete All by Type History, and I'm going to save this file because I actually haven't done that yet on this computer. I did all this work at school when I was bored. So let me save this out into my casino folder. I'm just going to make this a generic bar and chairs file for right now. And I'll save these out individually for when we want to use them. Oh, Substance Painter is fantastic, Zard. You're gonna love it, man. Oh wait, I gave it to Crom and not Kuro. You know what? Crom was gonna get it too. I meant to give that to fucking Kuro. That's funny. Alright, so let's move on to this next stool, or chair rather. Zeexy, do you think we should do the same thing to this stool, or are we going to keep that, or for this chair, are we keeping that mostly with the stool? Yeah, I'm a dumbing dumb. Same for both? Cool. Delete the faces there. I'm actually just gonna delete this bottom here. Well, before I do that, I'm gonna duplicate this one and then just drag it over, since it's identical anyway. Easy. Perfect. So this one's already unwrapped. I don't need to unwrap this anymore because we already unwrapped this object, which is the same object. And you can see here that if I drag this, or rather, hold on, sorry. If I select both of these and then I grab the shell, I can move a shell and there's a perfect identical piece underneath there, which is going to be an issue. So for right now, I'm just going to delete that and not worried about its existence because I want to lay out the maps first before I duplicate objects. Alright, let's do this part. This is an interesting unwrap, so we'll get to that one last. Let's move on to this part of the chair. Same thing like we did for everything else. It's going to be pretty simple to do this one. Get the edge loop. And get the faces on the inside. And then do it by camera. Oh, that didn't work. What happened? Aha! Forgot I deleted the faces underneath there, but that should still work. I don't know why that don't work. UV camera based. There we go. Hit F to zoom in. And we're gonna smooth it out. Done. Shift drags to select the other sides of the faces. Turn your camera to look at them. UV camera based. Smooth tool. Done. UV unwrapping is easy. Now this is obviously simpler objects, more advanced objects like the shelf itself that we're going to get to are a little more difficult, but not by much, honestly. Once you get the basics, you can move on from there. So we're going to do the same thing to the seat. It's actually the same object here, I've just added less edge loops, but I want it to actually be texture different, so I'm going to give it its own UV sheet. Select that, select the top faces. Actually, is that just the same as the stool? You know, it doesn't matter. I want to give it its own texture anyway. UV, camera based. Drag that out. Shift select. Flip camera. UV, camera based. And we're going to smooth these both out. Boom. Boom. Now, you can do these better, but when you're working with Substance Painter, as long as they're flat, it doesn't really matter what the UVs themselves look like. It'll make the thing look awesome. So, thank you, Kuro. I try. I paid a lot of money to get good, so I'm hoping I'm getting better. But thank you. But, oh, man, I just drank some water that was out of my glass on my desk from last night, but I forgot it wasn't water and it was lemonade, and I'm very grossed out right now. My mouth, you know, hold on, I'm gonna get some actual water. This tastes bad in my mouth because of this. We're out of water in the Brita filter. Ugh. Ugh. Okay. Ugh, gross. Alright, I'm gonna move these closer together. We did both sides of the sheet, yeah. That's done. Let's move on to this weird object. So this is a little bit more complex. It's a cylinder that I extruded out the faces here to make the back of the seat. So how do we unwrap this properly? This one's a little more complex. We're gonna separate this into pieces. First and foremost, I'm going to... what's the best way to do this? I have to think. First off, I'm just going to UV these first, this top half here. just so I can separate it. And then go to UV, camera based. We're just gonna move that to the side. This one's not done. But now I can select every other face here. And I'm going to go to UV, camera based. And I'll show you how to unwrap that in a sec. The first thing we gotta do here is grab these side faces. Because how we're gonna do this is not gonna work. So I'm gonna go to UV, camera based. I'm gonna bring that there. Flip to this side. Do the same thing. UV, camera based. Drag out the other one. I'm gonna select these. I'm gonna shrink these down significantly because their size is way too big. Fuck. Okay. Well, now, how am I? I'm sad now. Thanks for tuning in, Aragon. Okay. Did you even try to save a file? Okay, hold on. Let me see if it tried to save a file in the temp folders. No, wait. Is it users? My name? App data? Roaming? Maybe it's not roaming. Is it local? Where is Maya? Okay, it must be in roaming. I'm missing it somewhere. Autodesk, there we go. This is not what I want. Okay, hold up. Time to use Google. Hey, Jacoba. My crash file save path. It isn't temp. App data local temp. I knew this. No, that's why. Okay. Did we make something? Nope, we just got the crash log. Fuck. Life is hard. Well, you get a look at some cute ass Nichich. Oh, nope, not anymore. We're going back to a new new screen. Alright! Back to prop modeling. My file crashed, is what happened, and now I have to reboot. So I don't remember when we saved last. Did we save? Let's see. I would have put it in props if I did. We did save, cool. But where did we last save? Select all my objects. Oh fuck. I have to redo the chair. Oh, you know what? Okay. Speed run. No explanations, just going fast. Catch up. Oop. Ah, fuck. Okay. And boom, we're caught up. Then move those to the side. File, save. Back to our weird shape. I forgot to delete this. That's the only difference. Alright, now we're back to this. Even the music's going fast. here we go. UV camera base, gonna move that to the side because we still need to work with it. Now I'm gonna select everything else. As we did, UV camera based, bring the weird shape down. I gotta select the side faces first. So I'm just gonna I'm gonna make this easy on myself and just deselect the other things. UV camera based, bring that circle down. Gonna manually select these ones. What the fuck? Oh! Okay, something's up with the shape that it doesn't like. Okay. That one saved a file, though. We all saw that pop up. Oh, rip me, man. Alright, let's open up Maya again. Maya doesn't want me to be successful. Maya doesn't want me to make a casino. So here's the deal. We're not touching that chair anymore. Drag my file into there. I'm gonna just keep that folder open now. You never know when we're gonna need it, apparently. So we're not touching that chair anymore. We're moving on to something else. Alright, let's move on to something a little more complex. We'll move on to this. So this is another major shape that we're going to have to deal with here. So we're going to divide this into 3 parts. The top, the middle, and the bottom here. So I'm going to start off with the middle. So I'm just going to separate these out. Go to UV, camera based. Just going to drag this out to the side. I'm going to drag select to get the top. UV, camera based. This is just so I can separate them initially. UV, camera based. And that's the way I can work with them. So let's start off with the bottom one here. This is a very complex shape. Since I gave it this little gap here, it's going to be interesting to try to get this to work. Honestly, this probably would have been better if I separated this into 3 pieces actually, instead of 1 and just extruding, but I'm a lazy boy apparently. So how do we want to do this? Let's start, since we don't have any faces here, we only have the faces on the bottom, let's start with making this bottom panel. So I'm going to go underneath there, go to UV, camera based. We'll drag that over there, rotate it to make it a little straight. I'm going to select the edge loops for everything up top. Oop. Now this should select everything else that's part of this. And I believe, if I am correct, if I just go to UV, camera based here, and then I take it, and then I flatten it out, we should get flat enough textures to start doing what we want with that. Let me check here. Yeah, no, everything's separated. There's no overlapping UVs here. It's pretty okay. We'll see how it looks in actuality. I may have to adjust this later. You know what? I'm just going to adjust this later. Or I'm going to adjust this now so I know no issues happen. And plus I can show you what cutting is. Oh, that's a dono. It is $1 from Soriichi. I give $1 because you are in Vietnam PD. Me love you long time. Love Soriichi. Thank you, Sora. Oh man, rip me and this Maya crashing. But no, seriously, thank you, Soriichi. So I'm gonna select the edge loops going down here, and what we're gonna do here is what's known as the cut tool. So this tool up here, and remember, if you're ever confused at something, I'll try to hover it so you can read what's down here, so you can read the tool explanation. This allows you to separate the UVs along the selected edges. So I'm going to double click this a couple times just to ensure things are going apart. And now these are 3 separate shells. So I'm going to take this one, I'm going to flatten it out, and then I'm going to use the unwrap tool, and I'm going to flatten it out more. I'm going to grab the middle one, and this is just going to test to see how accurate I am. No, okay, I could have kept that as one object. I thought this was going to expand out more. So this is fine. But hey, it's cleaner anyway. The UVs are a little flatter this way. No U. Alright. What's this? Oh, it's the bottom. Okay. Why is this... Is this the unflattened version of it? Oh, okay, that's why. We didn't unflatten it. Why is it so long? Okay. A fan account? Alright, let us continue on. I'm gonna flatten these out a little more, just to... Actually, I guess it doesn't really matter. They're gonna flatten themselves out when I move. But that's the top part unwrapped. We have, if I go to shell here now, everything in the top is unwrapped. So now we're gonna move to the middle part. Middle part is just gonna be like doing the seats that we did before. It's just a square. But with a little small difference. The small difference being, oh, actually, oh, guys, look at this. We're gonna save UV space here. I'm gonna hit face here. I'm gonna select the edge loop that's going down here, and I'm gonna delete it. And then I'm gonna move in here and then select this edge loop and delete that. Now, we only have half of our bar here now, but that's what we want. The bar is going to look exactly the same on the other half, so we don't need to UV both sides. We don't need to texture both sides. So we're going to just do it on one side. And as you all are saying, yes, I am going to save. Alright. Saved, we're saved. Don't worry. Don't worry. Alright. So let's the only thing we're gonna have to do to separate these is we're gonna want this one and this one to be their own separate shapes. So I'm just gonna grab these real quick and go to, actually I don't want them to be together. So I'm gonna go to UV, camera based. I lost it. Oh my god, there it is. Okay. I'm gonna grab this one, UV, camera based. Now I'm gonna flatten this out. Why are they so long? Okay, so here's the deal. I actually want these to be exactly the same. What these are gonna be are little mirrors. I'm basing this off of if I pull this over. For those of you who've seen Altered Carbon, the new Netflix show, Poe's place, or whatever they call it, the place that's all based around Edgar Allan Poe. I really liked this bar shape that they have here, and I wanted these windows in here. So that's what these are going to be. So I want them to be exactly the same on this side and this side. This one's a little longer, actually. And in fact, I'm just going to select the edge loop here for the faces. Does that go all the way around? Oh, that's right. I'm going to drag that to... Oop. Hold up. I need this too. I'm going to drag that to ensure that... Oop. Hold on, I need these two. I'm going to drag this to ensure that they're about the same distance. That's pretty good. And I'm just going to select the edge on this side here. Actually, hold on. Let me switch to a side view. Not that view. This view. I'm going to select all the edges on the sides here and deselect the middle ones that we had. So I can lengthen this a little bit more than rather than shrinking the other one, because I think that's about a good height. Those should be about the same. So what this is going to allow me to do is I'm going to select each individual UV here, and I'm going to make sure they're scaled out perfectly flat. I don't know what this song is, but I feel like some serious shit's about to drop. Okay, that was not what I was expecting, if I'm honest. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to overlay these. Alright, I'm going to drag this down. I'm going to zoom in and make sure I get this perfect. Because I want these to be perfectly on top of each other. Alright, let's grab the edge here. Put that on that. UV. Perfect. Dude, this is some Japanese gangsta shit. I'm in. Yeah, thanks for tuning in, man. Alright, so now that these are perfectly on top of each other, they're gonna, if they're on the same sheet, they're gonna share the same textures, and that's what we want. And let's select just the other parts here. This is a part, yeah, and then this should be a part. So I'm just gonna flatten these out as they are. This is that Japanese hood shit. Fucking banger. Here we go. Alright, let's drag those over here. Alright. I don't have this song on my SoundCloud. What is this? Hold up. Holy shit, it goes on for fucking 10 more minutes. Alright, we're skipping this. You know what? I know the song hasn't played. I like this song. We're doing some prop modeling, Wolf. I'm making a casino map. So let's take the rest of this. It's all one object here. So I'm going to select all the faces here. And I'm going to go to UV. Oop. UV. Camera based. Actually, hold up. What's this? It is... Oh, that underbart. Oh, the underbits. Okay. I'm going to drag these over to... where does this connect, actually? I wanted to sew it to these. There we go. So if I do move there, good. And now we're going to unwrap those. Oop, hit something I didn't want to. 1, 2, 3, there we go. Cool. Alright. Now that we fixed that, let's go back to finishing this. Shell. I'm gonna unwrap. And smooth, rather. There we go. Perfect. And then this is our last shell. So if I go to this side view here, actually, well, you know, I'm gonna do it by the side. I'm gonna just fix it real quick. UV, camera base, drag it. We're gonna cut it at the same angle that we did the other ones, so we keep things flat. Just to keep things consistent. Oop, select the shell here. Unwrap. It's going to be important to want to keep the scale of these things pretty close, so we keep the textures about the same. And UV unwrap like this. Whoa, okay, that didn't do what I wanted. You know, let's try this. I know I just cut these, but now I'm going to sew them together. I want to see what that looks like. Deselect those because we don't want those edges. And we don't want these edges. And move and sew. What the fuck? Why did that sew on that side? Why did that look so weird? That didn't look right. Something's definitely not right here, but I'm going to unwrap it anyway. Something's funky. Alright, undo that. Alright, I don't know why this one's being a bitch. Hold up. UV camera base. Let's retry that. Yeah, that's pretty smooth in of itself. I'm gonna try it. Does it freak out again? Why is it doing that? Alright, whatever. We're just gonna keep it like that. I'm taking this at a pretty flat angle. The only thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna manually move these a little more wider. So we have about the same... No, it's actually too much. About the same space for the bar going across on this side as well. Alright, and that's that unwrapped. So that's a little more complicated, as you guys have seen. What we're gonna do right now is fucking save, so I don't lose everything again. Are you also texturing on the stream? No, probably not. We don't have time for that. I generally try to cancel this stream around 4, so we're just gonna be doing prop modeling right now. Why are you skipping? I was getting into that. Yo, that song was questionable at best. Okay. Let's unhide this. So that's unwrapped now. I'm not touching the death stool. Let's move on to this object. This one's big, and this one's clunky. This is probably going to get its own texture sheet with how large it is. Now the important thing is I got to make sure this thing is seamless. So that it can perfectly go across things, and that's gonna be difficult. So what I'm probably going to do is this. I'd rather... Oh, actually, that doesn't really work. God. Okay. First off, let's hide everything but this. Oh, we're getting into that classical shit right now. This is, It's a symphonic tango, I know that, but I can't remember its fucking real name. Boy, I just come back with a box of sandwiches. God damn it. Yeah, no, Jocko and Ryan are looking a little off, aren't they? They I promised everyone that I'd be doing a prop modeling stream, and the digital painting stream kind of was just a random. Yeah, let's try this out. So I figured I should give people what I promised as well. I don't know the best way to do this, because having this all fit on one sheet is going to be pretty insane. So I'm thinking I need a separation at some point. But unfortunately, because the edging here is not the same as here, I can't just cut it down the middle like I did. I don't know. Well, you know, let's not worry about that. Let's worry about the shelves. Shelves are easy. All we're gonna do is we're gonna select them. Select everything on the inside, go to UV, camera base. Flatten. Now, you're gonna want to be a little more fucking attentive than this one is. Make sure you do UVs, because if you do edges, you're gonna grab edges from the other mesh. And you're gonna want to smooth this out. Make things flat. Make things nice. Now, this is where things get tedious. This is when you want perfect texture work like this. Honestly, I don't need to do this for Substance Painter, but I'm showing you guys good practices. That's the most important thing. And there you go. That's shelf 1. Let's do the same thing for shelf 2. Face. God, I blanked out. Select the edge loop. UV. Camera base. Zoom out. Drag. Unwrap. Bam. Select each individual UV vert. Flatten. Shouldn't matter too much unless you want to do an intricate pattern on it. Well, if it's a wood grain design, like, that's the harder part. Because I don't know if we wanted it to be metal or wood grain. I can't remember what we decided. The picture that we're basing it off of, it is a wood thing with metal bits. Wood is going to be a little hard to texture seamlessly. So, I'm not entirely sure. Oh, actually, you know what? Okay, if I put the entire bar cut in half, perfectly flat along this plane, I can make it seamlessly textured from that corner. That's probably what I'm going to do. And the UVs can just hang off. They can have duplicate UVs because they're going to be perfectly seamless. Oh, the shells will be overlapping. I just got to make sure they're flat first. Remember, you gotta select UVs, John. You got this. I'm gonna select these UVs. Go up. And now we're gonna flatten these all again so they're together. Pogo's such a good artist. There you go. Perfect. What the fuck? What are you saying, Anti-Aragon? Alright. So let's start doing the main things. I got the shelves over here I'm gonna have to do, and those are gonna be overlapped as well. Actually, I'm just going to real quick just get base UVs for these. UV camera based, and I'm just gonna chuck them up there to deal with for later. Now we're just gonna select everything and then deselect the things we've already unwrapped. I need to put an edge loop down the center here. Deselect. UV camera based. You know, I'm gonna save first real quick before I screw things up. Oh, nope. Hold on. Gotta delete history first. Now you save. Okay. Let's start unwrapping. So I'm gonna select this first half for over here. And we're just gonna go to UV camera based. And we're gonna do, I have no sides here because they're gonna be covered and connected. So I don't have to worry about doing cap faces. I'm going to select, deselect everything from this side and everything from the interiors. Wait, did I redo those shelves? Shit, I did. Okay, hold up. UV camera base. Now we bring it over. I'm going to deselect the countertop for right now, I think. And we're just going to use this part. So we're going to go to UV camera based. And we're going to smooth this out. Okay, I have to make this perfectly flat. Let me actually just try cylindrical. Let me see what cylindrical looks like there. Cylindrical did it! Cylindrical mapping's so good. What's this though? Oh, are there polys on the bottom? Nope, don't want those. It's gonna be in the floor. Delete, unneeded. Cool. Alright, we did that side of the desk. Or the bar. What the fuck's going on between you two? Yo, stop bickering in my chat. Costco doesn't make sandwiches, they make chicken bakes, silly. I'm gonna make everything that's part of the countertop here. And I'm just gonna move this to a corner. So I'm gonna UV camera base that, make sure it's a separate object. Yeah, I haven't eaten dinner. Or lunch. I haven't eaten today. I woke up and started streaming. I'm a hungry man. Oh man. Oh man, okay. What was this shell? What did we do again? I forgot. We just did the outside. Alright, let's do the inside then. There we go. UV, cylindrical mapping. Cool. That should be the same size as this too. Awesome. And this is going to be the inside, so that's going to go below. What? Oh, I'm jealous, Creamy. That sounds so good. I love provolone sandwiches. All we have are the hot dogs, chicken bakes, and like some shitty smoothies. Alright, and that should be its own shell now? Good. UV cylindrical. And what's great is now... Oh, what's this? What's this shell? Why is that over there? Fucking... Sew yourselves. I've had to fax things to employers before and I hate it. We're gonna move and sew that, I guess? Because I guess it didn't want to go correctly. And if I bring these over, if I've done this right, these will sew. Yeah. Move and sew. Perfect. Now we got something that can be perfectly seamlessly textured. Almost, hold on. I gotta select this edge loop, or this edge here, and then flatten it out. I'm gonna also do it with its adjacent edge loop, just because I can. There you go. And we're gonna do the same thing for this side. Oh, too much. Okay, we're gonna drag that. And deselect the inners. Flatten. Perfect. Now this should seamlessly texture. Once we put it up there. So I'm gonna just do the tops and the real quick. Why is that all the way up there? Oh, it's got that. Fuck. Okay. UVs. Not edges. Gonna do the same thing for the bottom. Started hamburgers. Fuck. With Costco's cheap prices, I'm jealous. Oh, God. You know what? Let me go to Costco to get a hot dog. I'll pay $1.50 for lunch today. You know, I'm gonna use that $1 from Soriichi and go buy a hot dog. Okay, no. I've been at the Long Beach Costco. They do not have hamburgers. What are you talking about? I grew up in California. I've been to Long Beach many, many times. Yeah, Soriichi gave me $1. Alright, now we're gonna go to UV cylindrical for this one. This is gonna get the inside parts. Again, I don't know why we're separating these. This is really bizarre. And so, shell. Gonna move that over. And now these should connect. Yes, we did it right. This is texturing gone correctly. Alright, now we're gonna save, because this was a huge achievement. You need to make sure every horizontal line is flat, otherwise it won't tile correctly. Not every, just the edges. Because if I'll show you what I want to do. If I just take this and I shrink this down, so it's perfectly touching the edges here like that. It'll tile naturally across. The inners don't have to be completely flat. They have hamburgers? Fuck, I'm jealous. God, maybe I eat out. People have been generous enough to donate, so I may go get some food. Not vertical, horizontal. Yeah, why do these gotta be... Oh, I see your point. I see your point. You're right. He right. Yeah, I definitely think only... I'm very single-mindedly focused. I forget many things. Oh, okay, only want... We already did the top part, so we'll do the bottom. The bottom's already done too, actually. Some happy fucking music. Where's the fucking... Oh, that's right, the shelves. Alright, should do UVs. You know what was funny? So last art stream we did, I decided to not give a shit about copyrights for music because I've been pinged for every single stream I've done, even though I've used uncopywritten music, specifically the YouTube channels ones as well, and they've still pinged me. So I stopped fighting it. So I decided to be like, you know what? Screw it. I'm just going to listen to the music I actually like. So I've been playing a bunch of weeb shit, and I've not been hit with copyright strikes for playing weeb stuff. So I'm going to ride this train out. Alright. Sweet. That's connected. We got the shelves. That's good. Let's finish our shelf boys up here. What happened to this one? Why does this one look stupid? Oh, it's because we haven't unwrapped it yet. Or smoothed it out, rather. Okay, just a second. I got a DM. Alright, sorry about that. Let me get back. Okay. Alright, cool. We did that. Oh, that's right, we were working on the shelves. Let me just... Now that I've perfectly wasted my time dragging those out, I'm gonna drag these perfectly on these verts, or try to. Alright, and we're gonna have to do the same thing with this one. Alright. What was I doing? Yeah. Removing these vertex. What? Yo, why is there a what is this? Why is my fucking... What else is it affecting? Oh, it's affecting something down there. Oh, shit. Why is this one affecting everything else? Also, these are offbeat. They should be like this. Alright, I don't know what happened there. Fuck, can I not do this? Is it gonna get mad at me? Oh no, it did that time. What? Okay, drag that there. I don't know what that was or why that was happening, but we'll move on. So just to repeat myself, the reason why we're layering these on top of each other is so they share the same texture. I don't need to paint the inside of a shell 5 different times to get this effect. I can just do it once and it'll look nice. So we're going to ensure that these all share the perfectly same UVs. I'm a hungry boy. This is mostly why my streams end after like 3.5 hours to 4 hours as I get hungry. Alright, there we go. Perfect. All the shells are on top of each other now. I'm going to select the shell. I'm going to drag these down here so they're with their respective spots. I'm going to increase their size to be about what I imagine they are. A little bit less than that. Better watch out more. Special Donut's birthday is around the corner. Is it Donut's birthday soon? That's the only donut I know. Donatsu. Not Donald Trump, please no. Donatsu! Where's Donatsu? There she was. Okay. It is! I'm gonna have to make sure she's gonna get a nice little birthday gift. What? Why am I looking in Discord? Why do I have 90 fucking pings in general? Oh. Your reason for banning is nerd. Thank you for that. I don't know what he posted. I hope you guys didn't click any of those links if you guys are in the Discord. But thank you for notifying me on that. Okay. Alright. Sorry. Back in order. Someone was spamming a bunch of links in my Discord with 90 fucking plus pings towards me and some fucking sketch site. So... Okay, back to unwrapping. Easy. What do we have left? Oh, the countertop. So I'm just gonna make sure everything's cut in half, the same as it is with this. I'm gonna hold control. Oh, no, apparently I'm not. I guess we're just gonna manually do this. Face. I want these faces. That should be halfway. Yep. Let's see if cylindrical's not gonna work this time with them. So I guess this is just gonna be manual. So UV camera based. And we're gonna flatten this out. Hopefully this flattens out. It's okay. And we're gonna do the same thing with this. I don't know what that person was spamming. Like, I'm so fucking niche of a YouTuber. Like, I have, what, 40 people watching me right now? Yeah, 46. Why are you joining me onto my Discord and spamming with shit? Yeah, he was linking some sketch shit in my Discord. I'll rip that jackass. Get the hell out of my Discord. Me is such a good song. Oh, saving's a good idea. There we go. Alright, so this one's gonna be a little more interesting to do the same thing, but we gotta do the same thing with the UVs. So, I'm gonna select this loop of UVs, I'm gonna flatten them. I'm gonna drag them up. This is gonna be really bizarre and hard to work with. Oop, not what I meant. Alright, I'm gonna select these, flatten. Kaiste, panatanola, something like that. My Japanese is good. Oh fuck, why is that looping? Actually, I don't know if this is the right way to do this, because that's gonna be hard to, it's gotta keep its curvature. Fuck, this is weird. You know what, I'm not gonna worry about the insides. If I hit issues with this later, I can adjust and fix, but we'll see when we get to substance. Yes, welcome back. Oh, this has also got to be longer because of how long this actually is. Oh man, I don't know if this is the right way to do this, but it's what I'm doing. Go, and we flatten that out. Now we just flatten the sides. What? Oh, not that big. Okay, so yeah, okay, I gotta just make sure that these, yeah, these do sew up. Okay, so I gotta select these UVs, shrink them heavily, bring them up higher. Easy. Alright, now we're gonna sew these together. And now I have to fix the discrepancy that is shown in the flattening of this, but we've done that enough already, shouldn't be too hard. It's been half of this box modeling. And boom, we're done unwrapping the counters, maybe. Okay. What the fuck happened here? Oh, it's because we moved the edges. It's funny. Okay. When we moved the countertops, thingies, the edges, it fucked it. Oh my god, so many overlapping verts. There we go. Fixed. Boom. Ah. Okay. And flat. And we're just gonna do this one too. Boom. Now we're done. Okay. So let us perfectly seam this up. Normally I would UV layout this, but I'm going to first off save. And I'm gonna do this one manually because we're trying to do perfect texturing seaming. So we're gonna drag this up here. Let's start off with our big boys. So these are going to overlay on top of each other. Okay, and I believe I'm going to move the pivot to be perfectly in the corner here. So, fuck, forgot I have to do it manually for... There we go. And now when I shrink this in, I can get this perfectly on that seam. Hold on, I need more view here. Alright. We're also a little bit over, I think. So, I'm just gonna grab these last UVs on this side. And stretch them on. Perfect. And now this one isn't perfectly lined up, but we're close. Perfect. That's the problem with UVing. Sometimes you have to be pixel perfect. But hey, you get good results, so. Why is this not... I'm gonna bring this over on the far corner here. I'm gonna scale that out so it's perfect, near perfect, and we're gonna drag out the final edge here. Why did that not? I guess we're manually selecting since the mass select didn't work. Perfect. That should be near perfect. I'll mess with that in a bit to make sure. Or how do you get them to overlay each other? Because it didn't let me do it when I tried in class earlier today. You have to move by individual UVs. The UV vert. So when I right click here and I try to go to UV, if I try edge, it's gonna grab the corresponding edges that it shares an edge with, and that's gonna pull other things. But if you go to the individual UV, you should be able to drag these individually. So now we have the countertop. Countertop doesn't need to overlay since we've sewn it together, but we're gonna shrink that so it fits. Actually, I'm gonna leave a little bit of space in between that because it doesn't need to be that close touching the other. Ugh, I forgot. Shrink. And this one doesn't have to be perfectly lined up because it's not tiling. And now we can put a place for our shelves. We actually have a little bit of extra room too. So what can we add to this UV sheet? I'm gonna save first and foremost. Delete all but type history, save. Okay. You know, I think we have enough that we can probably just, oh, you know what? Let me make some glass. I'm gonna take this object we've already made, I'm gonna duplicate it. And I'm gonna rotate this 90 degrees, so this way we can put glass in front of that if we want to. And scale that to the correct size. So it doesn't need to be perfect, I'll work on that later, but the good news is we've already made the UV unwrap for this. So now when I select the desk and this, we should have a UV up in this corner here. So I can rotate that, and using alpha maps and other texturing things, we can make this transparent, look like glass in the texturing process. So I'll just throw that right there. Easy. And now anytime I duplicate that object for the rest of the glass, they're just going to put the UVs exactly where this one is. And we'll go from there. So there we go, guys. We unwrapped some pretty hard objects there. I hope that taught you a lot of the process. The big thing you got to think about is how to do... wait, something you want to consider. The UVs for the bar going around the front where I imagine the emisses would be. Isn't the scale on both, so you might want to fix it so you don't run into issues with texturing. I don't understand. The UVs for the bar going around the front, where I imagine the misses would be. Isn't the scale on both? You talking about the front half of the bar here, like this part? I see your point. I see what you're saying. Alright, I can fix that. That's easy enough. I'll line those up perfectly. That's gonna be a lot of tedious work. But I'm probably gonna call the stream now, I think. So, I hope you guys learned a lot. The main thing you can think about is, well, yes, this is more geometric, in terms of shapes. If I, real quickly, import, just any character. Let's get Jabami in here, since we just finished her. Get her FBX in here. Come on. Finish thinking. Nope. Syntax error. Nice. Why do we have a syntax error? I'm not coding. Okay. Wow, I picked the wrong model, apparently. Maybe a non-decimated MMD was not the best idea. I just wanted to bring it in because it's for the casino. Also, she's going to be freaking huge because MMD sizes are insanely large. Wow, why is there so much they have to import? Wow, this is not what I wanted out of this. You know what? I'm going to cancel this. Cancel. Oh no. Oh, okay, well she came in anyway. Yeah, see? A little bars down here. So, while... Let me hide the rig. Show. Okay. So while she may be, she may not be as geometric as some of the objects that we've worked with. She is very geometric in shape. You just have to think a little bit outside the box. I mean, you can see her UVs are pretty crazy. This is many, many sheets layered on top of each other. But the arms here, they're just cylinders. If you rotate the arm correctly and do a cylindrical mapping, you can get a nice wrap and make sure the cut's underneath the sleeve. Same thing with the hands. You're probably going to want to do these camera-based though, but they are very planar, and you can use the same methods I taught you by trying to cut the seams at the base of the hands. The skirt can literally be done with just cylindrical mapping, so you can get all that around it. Faces, you would do like camera-based. You probably cut it in half and camera-base the front and flatten it out. So these methods I showed can easily be applied to characters. It's just a matter of, they're sometimes a little more technical. But I totally believe you guys can dissect a little bit of what I've shown. What is this black line? Is it on this side too? Okay, I guess I don't mind that. But yeah, so that's our stream today. I know it was a little oddball and just a little bit of random things splattered around of digital painting and prop modeling, which they kind of go hand in hand if you think about texturing. I wish I could have gotten texturing in the time span, but I was having really fun digital painting and I lost track of time. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed something. I hope you learned something that can be applicable to what you guys want to create in the future. And I hope you have a good day, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for everyone who donated, and for especially those of you who have been here since the start. I know a couple of you guys have been, and that means a lot to me that you guys are willing to put 4 hours of your life to watch me doodle and mess around. So hope you guys have a good day. Have a good one, and I love you.